Hey everyone, my name is Chris. Welcome along to this video. Today I'm going to run you through my pedal board. I'm going to show you all of my pedals, how I use them, and I'm going to run through a load of tones and different combinations and basically just explain a little bit about how I approach using pedals to achieve the tones that I do. So in this video, I'll be playing my 1997 USA Fender Strat, and I'll be running that through my Fender Blues Junior. So let's start with the boring stuff, or the least interesting stuff. The board itself is a Pedaltrain Metro 16. It's a great little board. It's handy for sessions, it's great for traveling, and it's surprising how many pedals you can actually fit on it. On top of the pedal board, I have the power supply, and for that, I'm just using the Strymon Ojai, or Ojai, not really sure how to pronounce that. It's just a really small footprint, which is perfect for a board like this. It just sits in the corner, and it's a really clean power supply. It doesn't colour the tone, it doesn't really have any noise or hiss, so it just does the job. Great work, Strymon. So before we start talking about the other pedals, let's just hear the clean tone of my amp, just so you know what we're working with. So just a really clean blank canvas. After the tuner, we have the Wampler Tumnus. This is a clon centaur style overdrive, and for anyone who does have a clon style pedal, there are really two applications, and I've messed around with both. You can either have it first, which is where I have it, and have it as almost an always on pedal as a bit of a tone shaping tool, or you can have it after all of your overdrive pedals as a overall boost for solos. The pedal works absolutely awesome for both, so again, it just depends what other pedals you have and what your preference is. But for me, I like the fact that the Tumnus adds some really nice body to the amp tone that I have. So I have it with the gain about halfway, so it's pretty clean, but as you dig in, you do get some nice breakup, and I have it so it's giving me a slight volume boost as well. So let's hear that. After the Tumnus, we have the Trex Alberta. Now, the Alberta has been around for years and years, and it's basically a tube screamer style pedal. So again, really mid-focused, and with this particular model, which I have made a video about on this channel already, I really like the way that it retains a lot of the characteristics of your guitar tone. It doesn't really colour it too much, but it does give you that real tube screamer flavour. So I will use this on its own, so sometimes I'll just kick off the Tumnus and use the tube screamer if I just want like a mild overdrive, but more often than not what I'll do is I'll actually stack this with the Tumnus and have this as my kind of higher gain solo boost. works great for rocky rhythm style tones, it works great for lead tones, and because it retains so much clarity and so much of the guitar and the amp characteristic, it really is a good Swiss Army knife overdrive. Next we move on to all the fun stuff, all the modulation effects, and there are a few that I have which cover a few bases for me. The first one is the EHX Micro Q Tron. This is definitely a dark horse when it comes to guitar pedals. I picked this one up second hand off, I think it was Facebook, and I paid £50 for it. So really affordable in the grand scheme of things when we're talking about pedals, but the tone of this is just absolutely awesome. Now a big inspiration for me getting this pedal were players like John Mayer and Tom Misch, who use Ojai in a lot of their recordings and some of my favourite recordings. I really like the tonal characteristic of it, and it's more of a feel thing. So let's have a listen to that. Now every great pedal board needs a delay pedal, and I've gone through quite a few over the years, but I've settled on the Walrus Audio ARP 87. This is by far the most feature-rich and really logical delay pedal that I've come across. Not only does it sound awesome, but the feature set just works really well for me. Now in the ARP 87 there are two settings that I always use. The analog setting, and that's pretty much my go-to for a good all-round delay sound. It's great for lead, it's great for rhythm, and I'm not too precious about any modulation and things like that. It just does a pretty straight ahead delay. So let's have a listen to that. The second setting that I love on the ARP 87 is the lo-fi setting. This is great for those neo-soul, lo-fi type chord progressions. The repeats have a really cool character to them. I like to add a bit of modulation to this particular setting just to give it a little bit more vibe, and I just think it sounds really cool. So let's have a listen. So last in the chain is the Strymon Flint, this guy here. This is definitely my kind of desert island pedal, if you like. You've actually been listening to the Flint the whole way through this video. It is the reverb sound that I use to replace the spring reverb in my amp, because I think the reverb in the Flint just sounds better than anything else that I've tried. But the Flint is way more than just a spring reverb pedal. The 70s and 80s settings replicate much larger rooms and give you a really great atmospheric and almost ambient-like tone. What I often do is use those larger reverb sounds in combination with the Walrus Audio delay just to get really immersive. So let's have a listen to that. But what I love about the Flint above anything else is the tremolo side. Tremolo is definitely one of my favourite effects. I would have it on every single pedal board without question, and the harmonic tremolo setting on the Flints is just, well, it's just addictive. It's absolutely amazing. I can't say I've tried every harmonic tremolo pedal, but this one just does it for me. I just think it sounds really natural and really amp-like, and it just perfectly blends with your tone. There's no loss in volume or tone, it just does its thing. So there we have it guys, a quick look at my pedal board. Well, not that quick, it's turned into quite a long video, but I hope you found that interesting, I hope you found that helpful. If you do have any questions about any of the pedals that I've featured, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I would love to hear what's on your board, what's your favourite pedal, what pedal can you not live without. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support on this channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the bell to get notified when I upload, and I will see you all next week for another video.